Cool.
Yes.
Hey guys, really nice to meet you guys again, even if it's virtually. It's something better than nothing, I guess. I hope all of you are safe and sound, and you stay that way as well. Uh, I just wanted to give you some updates on our core hosting products, and since you guys have been with us for such a long time, what we have done, what should you be expecting out of the hosting products going forward, and that's what I'll be trying to cover. So before I get into the updates, I just wanted to uh, give you some history on what's been happening. So the hosting product scenario has changed a lot over the last few years. I have been in this industry for the last 15 years, so I can definitely tell you where and what was the scenario and what's changed. And everything has improved from performance of CPUs to performance of RAM, and those were the bottlenecks way back. And now um, it then resulted into the biggest bottleneck becoming uh, the hard drive. Basically, if you get more visits, if you are getting a lot more traffic, you were not able to serve. That obviously was solved to an extent by advanced rate techniques and cloud solutions and stuff. But again, not all sites need to go on cloud. It's obviously a cost factor as well. Uh, Luckily, SSDs came along and the prices of SSD started dropping. SSDs being solid state drives that helped bridge this gap, as in you didn't need advanced storage techniques and RAID solutions to achieve the speeds that you are looking for. And uh, the best part is the SSDs have now become a lot more affordable, and uh, they have tried and bridged the gap of the bottleneck that was there, and that was the speed of hard drives. Uh, at Reseller Club, when we have been speaking to you time and again, this has come up that okay, how do we increase the speed of the hosting? How do we get more resources for package and stuff? So I want to ensure we would definitely wanted to ensure that you also reap the benefit of these SSDs. And what we have done essentially is we have looked at that feedback and ensured literally all our products move onto the SSD platform, SSD drives, and you get that benefit. Your customers' websites get that benefit. So that's going to be one of the common themes, including the other upgrades that keep on normally happening. That's one of the biggest updates that we have, at least on the performance bit for your sites. So what we did is we did launch the cloud hosting product that we have on all SSDs. So if you look at the cloud hosting product, if you go on uh, the front of site, you will now see that we have replaced all the legacy HDD cloud solutions with the SSD based cloud solutions. And this obviously promises you better performance than what you are getting. Uh, on our internal test, we have seen almost a jump of 150% compared to the older cloud solutions. So hopefully that helps run your and your client sites better. Uh, Moving on to shared, again, we didn't want to ensure that this benefit that is being given is limited to the cloud hosting products as well. So we obviously have a hybrid setup in shared where most of the DBs run on SSDs, while the content that you are serving for your website is on HDDs. But we wanted to change this as well, and we have started rolling out servers on shared with 100% SSD as well. Over here, we are seeing almost 50% jump in performance over the older HDD boxes. So again, uh, the same boxes, the same packages are going to give you better performance. But again, I want to ensure that we don't leave the guys who have existing packages with us behind, and they don't feel that okay, they have been left out of this. So we already have planned to move all existing packages on these SSD powered boxes as well. Again, it's a long-term plan. We want to ensure that the new orders first get done, then the older boxes on which they are running start getting done, and eventually the entire silo of all shared and cloud hosting will get moved on the SSD boxes. That will ensure performance across. Uh, so yeah, that's what we wanted to say on this cloud and share. Uh, I just wanted some help from you guys. I just wanted to understand your usage pattern and how do you use these packages. So I have a small poll for you that I would want you to take up. Uh, so let's run the poll. So basically, I just wanted to understand how often do you use a cloud provider, and what are your uh, experience around it? Is it too complicated? Is it too expensive? Or are you think you don't need it yet? Or and your shared hosting actually covers it? Or basically you host mostly on cloud and you're very comfortable with that? Moving on, the same theme of performance improvement is something that we wanted to carry forward on our dedicated servers as well. Uh, the dedicated server product that you see, we obviously had a lot of feedback from you guys that we are not able to use heavy traffic, heavy SQL requirement sites on the dedicated servers that we offered. The CPU that we were giving, the RAM we were giving was not enough for a lot of projects. So what we've done is we have refreshed the configuration of our dedicated boxes. We have launched all SSD boxes, RAM going up to 64 GB of RAM. We've also rolled out Plus panel on the dedicated boxes. And what we are working on, one of the requested items that has come up time and again, is backups, seamless backups integrated in the dedicated boxes. So that's something that we are working on, and that should be available soon. I will just take you through how and what are the configurations of these dedicated boxes. So if you see, uh, we've moved from where the VPS stops, that's where dedicated kicks in, basically from starting from 16 GB, 28 GB, 64 GB boxes, and literally up to 1800 or 1790 GB of SSD on RAID 1. So that's something that we are giving out of the box. We have upgraded the CPUs to the Intel Xeon 2141 series as well. So hopefully this helps you with your requirements. This should the boxes should be able to tackle a lot of use cases as well. And again, awaiting your feedback. If you think there are other things that we can add on, definitely that's something that we want to take up. We are up to the challenge. uh, I will move on to the VPSs. As you guys already know, that VPSs is something that we have moved on SSD over a year back, and we have received a lot of positive feedback, and we have received a lot of good information on this VPS. Uh, you have liked the VPS as well, and the numbers show that for sure. But one of the features that you have been asking for a lot of time, and it's repeatedly asked, is VPS obviously inherently has a flaw where the disk size are limited, restricted because of the use case. And we have received time and again feedback that we want add-on storage, we want backups, we want snapshots pre-integrated, so we can use the VPSs out of the box, and we don't have to go around figuring out how to take these backups and how to add more storage if needed. So that's something that we are working on. So that should be available pretty soon, and that's one of the projects that we are executing on VPSs, and we plan to extend this to the dedicated panels as well. Uh, with that, I just want to take a smaller poll on the use cases. So basically, this is the poll. What kind of hosting do you normally use to deploy your website? Is it shared? Is it VPS dedicated? Is it cloud? Basically, just want to understand your normal use case. What is your go-to product when it comes to your customer's website? I'll I'll go on to the next and the most exciting part of the update. Email hosting. We obviously have Google, as Manish did mention, and we also have our in-house standalone email product. And the standalone email product that we have, we basically sell it in two variants. One is called the business email variant, which is 5 GB of storage. The other is the enterprise variant, which has 30 GB of storage. with a few other premium options that the business email does not have. Now, this email has two parts to it. You can configure this email on your mobile, on your desktop, on any applications like Outlook or Apple Mail or something and use it. Or you can also access your emails via going online to webmail.yourdomainname.com, accessing it via a webmail. A lot of people do access or do use webmail even on mobile tablets and stuff where they don't want to store emails locally. That's a very big use case as well. And over the last few quarters, we were getting a lot of feedback and issues on the webmail that we had. And we had to fix that. We took that up and we have actually moved out of the older webmail that we were using. It was a third-party webmail. We went ahead, we did the migration onto a new platform to which we have access to source code to fix any issues if we encounter, which was not possible with the older mail. And I am happy to announce that we finished the entire migration of all email boxes uh, just last week itself. And what this actually gives us uh, a new spanking new webmail which has a lot of customization capability for customers. So every user can have its own customization. You can select your theme, backgrounds, your layouts. Everything is something that you can customize to how you like it. The new platform is a lot more stable and it has a lot more support available for us, and so we expect it to run a lot faster without much issues as well. This also opened up a path for us to be able to get the most requested uh, features for the email product, that was add-on storage. So now we are working on a way that you can add more storage to your existing boxes. So let's say if you have 10 boxes with on business email and you just want to increase storage in two boxes where you want to add 5 GB, 10 GB, 20 GB more to only one or two boxes, you can actually do that. So that's something that's work in progress and we expect to launch soon. And this also helps us fix a big issue that existed in the older email where if you wanted to upgrade from, let's say, business to enterprise, it was not a straightforward one-click upgrade. So that has been sorted as well. So these two are the features that are coming in. Uh, to add to this, as I already said, that the webmail has a lot of customizations and stuff, but one of the updates that we have held back is something that I want to share and give you a demo of. This is very close to my heart. I love the webmail look and feel that's there. So I just want to ensure that you understand that this webmail is going to be available, or this skin is going to be available for any business or enterprise email that you might buy with us. So just going ahead with a small demo of this. So this definitely is heavily inspired by what you can say G Suite. Uh, the look and feel is this is the inbox where you can see how this is a lot more streamlined, a lot more cleaner than what it used to be. Uh, Calendar view is also interesting. It has all the features that you would want. It has shared calendars as well. So this works well with all existing use cases that we have. And this is the compose button. You're again, don't look at the text over here where it says maximum allowed is 8 MB. We have a 25 MB limit on shared on the email platform. And in case you have bigger files, attachments that you want to send, we will be adding the capability of linking Google Drive or Dropbox files directly to this. So you can access it directly from here and send that across and share that as well. Uh, Email. So I hope you are as excited as me when you look at this, because this definitely means that the webmail is going to be something that people will enjoy using for sure. Uh, Before we move on, I just wanted some more help from you. I have two small polls that I would want to run on the email piece. Let's move on to the first one over here. So we are looking at adding a lot more features. So we just wanted to understand what are the features that you like seeing on the webmail. One is obviously backups, the other is market spam, advanced anti-spam that we can integrate seamlessly inside webmail. Microsoft Active Sync, if that is even a use case. Two-factor authentication for security, and chat and video conferencing and collaboration suite inside your email itself. Do you think that's a use case that you want, or that's a use case that will work for you? Also wanted to understand how big of a problem are spam emails for you, as in for your client's domain name. Uh, do you go and purchase a third-party anti-spam tool to ensure that spam emails are not received? Do you choose a mail provider with integrated anti-spam solutions? If you have spam problems, you just move to a provider like Google or something, or you use some other provider which manages spam better. We just wanted to understand the behavior when it comes to emails.